Good afternoon. I hope everyone is doing A-OK today. You ever spoke out loud, said, hey, boy, I feel so dry. I feel like I hear nothing from the Lord. I just really need to hear your voice. I've got a verse I want to read you in 1 Kings chapter 3, verse number 9. 1 Kings chapter 3, verse number 9. This is King Solomon. He said, give therefore thy servant an understanding heart to judge thy people, that I may discern between good and bad. For who is able to judge this thy such great number of people? You know, King Solomon, in all of his wisdom, when he spoke unto the Lord, he said, give me guidance and give me wisdom on knowing what to do. Because he had to judge and he needed to know between good and evil. And you know, even today, you and I, we need to know between good and evil. We need to know, because we wake up every morning, every one of us has a challenge, things going on in our life, and I get that. But what I want to understand or share with you is that, you know, even though we have daily challenges, I want you to think of this. Have you ever thought about a tree? A tree in the winter. When you look at that tree, there's no greenery, there's no leaves, there's no sign of life. When you look at that tree, you think, gosh, this thing is dead. There's nothing absolutely happening. But it's my understanding that in the wintertime, those trees, their roots are being nutritioned from below. And those nutrition and those minerals and all those things are building up to make the roots very, very strong, so that when the tree does begin to grow, it's going to have the energy and the wisdom and everything it needs to come into full bloom in the springtime. That's the way I believe that sometimes we are. Maybe you're in a dry season in your life and you've even mentioned, hey, I sort of feel like a dry tree. But what you need to understand, it's during these times that the Lord can build your root system. It's during these times before you go out and grow again that the Lord can really begin to bless you. Because, you know, even like King Solomon, as smart as he was wise enough to know that he needed God's wisdom. And the same thing for us. You know, if you've got to pull back on the decision, that's probably all right. Sometimes we don't get a choice, or we have to make an immediate choice. That's something different. But here today, just know that we're like a tree in the winter. Everything's going to be all right. And that God's going to guide us if we'll only listen with our ears and with our heart. He's going to show us which direction to go. Hope this was helpful to someone out there. You all be blessed, and I will catch you next time. Bye.